Hi, Shira Star Goddess. I'm back. So, I wanted to start doing a Conspiracy Monday vlog series, okay? Because I have so many people asking me to do certain topics and they fall into the conspiracy for me. So, let's just cover some conspiracies. Y'all got tongue tied. It's Monday, okay? I got my coffee. Okay. So let's get into one conspiracy that's very common. A lot of people ask me about extraterrestrial beings, UFOs. What do I think? Is there life on other planets? Are they coming to Earth? Are they already on Earth? What do I think about all this stuff? Okay, well, a lot of the time, people who really believe in certain things, they don't really talk about them that much. Because first of all, it brings out the crazies. Let's just get that on the table. Bringing up certain topics bring out crazy people, and not mentally ill, but just very passionate people about a certain subject who think they're experts and want to put in their 2 cents. So let's just say this is conspiracy to keep the crazies out, okay? So the first conspiracy is lately there have been lots of sightings of UFOs, falling meteors, things entering into the atmosphere, lots of UFOs with lights, like 3 lights, and then they disappear, then they reappear. Weird looking clouds in the sky that look like they're cloaking a ship or something like that. And this has been filmed all over the world via cell phones, and yes, some of them are photoshopped and some of them are not. Let's just face it. I have a few videos that I have actually recorded with my own phone of lots of meteors falling to the earth and a few weird things in the sky, a few weird looking cloak clouds. I do have photos of those, and if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I've shared them like in the past, but I don't really share them that often because people will always chime in and say, oh, it's fake, oh, it's this, and they'll just make up something for it because a lot of the time people do not want to acknowledge that it could be something because of fear or something like that. So let's just say, okay, it was fake, it was a weird anomaly, whatever, let's just say that, okay? But I do have photos of them, and if I can find them, I will put them on this video. If I can't, I'm sorry, but I'll try to look for them, okay? Some of them are like from my iPhone, and I would have to like download them, email them to myself, and then put them on the end of this video. So if I feel like doing it, I might. Okay, anyway, I live in Houston, or very close to Houston, like 15 minutes from Houston. I might as well live in Houston, right? So I see all this stuff all the time. Like NASA is in Houston. We live right next to the Gulf of Mexico. So I see, you can go out any given week and see something crazy outside in the sky if you look up, okay? In Houston, anyway. So, and even if you search online, YouTube, Houston UFO sightings, a bunch of stuff will pop up, especially since 2015. A bunch of stuff was going to pop up. So I will tell you what I believe. I believe that they've always been here. They've been in and out. The only reason that we're just being able to see them now is because they're not hiding anymore. And plus the vibration of the planet is changing. So with that, things are going to be in the spectrum that we can see them in, because the earth is actually vibrating on a higher level. So we are able to see certain things that we weren't able to see, let's say 20 years ago, okay? There's more knowledge, things are being discovered, knowledge is being given, people are taking the knowledge, they're setting religion down and picking up other books that answer their questions. And so the higher and the faster the planet vibrates, the spectrum will change and you'll be able to see more things. More things will be revealed to you, okay? And you'll find a person that's never seen a ghost, has never seen a UFO or anything like that. It's because maybe themselves as a being is not vibrating on the same level in order to, you know, be able to witness these things, okay? So you have to also keep that in mind. Those who aren't meant to see certain things will not see them, and that's just how it's going to be. So many times people will ask me, have I ever been in contact with ETs? Have I ever dreamed about ETs? Have I ever been abducted by aliens? And have I ever done this and have I done that? And I only share certain information with people that, you know, I feel like can handle the information. So I will just say, I do believe in UFOs. I believe in ETs, but I call them interdimensional beings instead of extraterrestrial, because let's face it, the earth has more than one dimension, and a lot of times people mistake things for being extraterrestrial when they're really just interdimensional. So when you're able to be both, because you can come and go as you please, you know, it's kind of cool. If you're in astronaut and you're in outer space, you're an extraterrestrial because you're outside of Earth, okay? And you come back to Earth, then you're no longer an extraterrestrial. If you figure out how to time travel, then you're an interdimensional being, okay? So basically, I was watching one of the cartoons that come on my kids channel, Cartoon Network. It's called Steven Universe, and they cover a lot of those type of topics, and there's a lot of truth in that cartoon, y'all. I'm serious. If y'all ever get a chance to watch Steven Universe, you'll see a lot of alchemy, a lot of metaphysics, a lot of magic, and all that kind of stuff. A lot of truth surrounding conspiracy in that cartoon. They showed like these meteors coming to the earth, and you know, they would follow them and see where they were going, and they went underground into like this little tunnel and went inside the earth, and it was basically like an orb filled with information for the beings that are inside the earth, that are very technologically advanced. So if you want to go by the cartoon, a lot of people believe that as well. For me personally, I believe that they've always been here. They're interdimensional. They're, you know, they're probably way, way, way older than, you know, we could ever imagine. And basically, we're basically their hybrid children. And a lot of people mistake their God or their creator with these alien beings. And, you know, the story of Adam and Eve sounds more like a science project, you know, where you would take male DNA and create a female, or you would take a rib from a man to create a woman. You know, it sounds more like a science experiment than a natural birth, the way that nature has birthed, you know, lay eggs or give live birth. So we already know that there are human hybrids. That's why we have different blood types. That's why some blood types can't mix unless you have special injection in order to carry that child. For example, Rh negative blood and Rh positive blood. If they try to have a child together and the mother is Rh negative, the mother's body will try to eliminate that pregnancy if that child is a positive blood type because of the father, because they're not supposed to mix. It's sort of like when you have a horse and a donkey and you have to like mate them in order to make a hybrid, which is a mule. Okay, they're two different species of animals, and you know, it's kind of hard to naturally have this. So you know, it's gonna have to be like altered in some way. So we all know that there are different blood types for different reasons. Some are older, some are younger. if you research scientifically. So we are hybrids, all of us, you know, in some form or fashion. There's no pure human on the earth anymore, unless you go all the way back to Africa and find the ancient DNA. And even some of those ancient beings were more alien than they were human. But if you have to go back way before that into the primitive times of man to find the most human of DNA, because there was a huge gap in the evolutionary chart where man evolved into a very intelligent being way too fast. So obviously there was some help there, some DNA splicing, some experimentation, some hybrids, and some type of tinkering with human DNA from outside sources, okay? Because at the rate that the human being was evolving, we should not have been as intelligent as we are now this soon. So obviously there was some genetic altering there, okay? If you've ever heard of this thing called the missing link, that's what it is. They don't know what took us from primitive to advanced so quick. So a lot of people will insert a little alien and a human mating inside the little evolutionary chart, you know, as a meme or a joke or something. But that's kind of like really what happened, okay? A lot of people think the aliens are watching over us and they want to help humanity and they'll stop nuclear weapons or they'll disable weapons and stuff like that. Well, if you were the parent of a species, you would not want them to destroy themselves either, right? So of course, when times, you know, get crazy, of course things will intervene to stop idiots from destroying themselves, okay? If you've read the Emerald Tablets, if you've read lots of alchemy books, and if you study certain things, it says that humanity has been here many times and has destroyed itself many times and has been created many times over, and they still always destroy themselves. It's like an experiment. And they say, you know, when the object that is created that can basically when humans start creating mass weapons of destruction, that's the downfall of humanity. That's when it starts going on its way out, okay? So in every civilization, ancient myth or whatever, there's always this weapon or this thing that has destroyed us. Like in Atlantis, you know, their war and their crystal energy and crystal weapons destroyed them. And in ancient, like Greek mythology, you know, Pandora's box and the Clash of the Titans and the weapons, like the things that they use to destroy other people, is what ultimately destroys humanity when the weapons are built. So up until, like, you know, the turn of the century, before all these like weapons were being created, we were on the upswing. You know, humanity was doing good. We were on the upswing. And as soon as the weapons of destruction started coming, that was our way out. Now we're on our way out now. So the only thing for us to really do right now, if you want to really get into it, is to basically focus on, you know, learning how to master this place, the earth, learning how to become a master of self, spiritually and mentally, so that when it's time for you to leave, when it's time for you to die, your soul, your spirit, your mind, your thoughts, you can all take them with you into your next incarnation. Or if you don't want to come back at all, you can take them wherever you want until you do decide to come back, if you want to come back in this swing of humanity, in this downswing of humanity, or you want to wait till the next breed of humans are created to come back there and be a teacher. A lot of people believe that, you know, teachers come back to restart humanity, like Thoth, a lot of the Atlanteans that survived, or mentally survived from their last outswing are said to have gone to ancient Kemet and have taught, writing, technology, and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to be one of those teachers for the next swing of humanity, then you really need to start working on your knowledge and all that kind of stuff now. So yes, aliens, extraterrestrials, interdimensional beings, old humans, new humans. Yes, it's all basically one big happy family, and we have to get along with them, and they have their agendas and we have ours. And you can go deeper into that with people who do videos on this sort of thing, but I really don't, because I don't like attracting crazies. So this is all I can really say about it at this time, and I hope that you learned something from it, got something out of it. And if you have any questions, I'm not really going to be answering them about this.
Sorry, y'all, I got cut off.
But yeah, y'all talk amongst yourselves in the comments, and y'all discuss whatever y'all think about this. And if I get around to reading some of the comments and I wanted to chime in, I will. But I really don't want too many questions about this, because this is basically something that's more personal for some people, more conspiracy for others, and more myth, or whatever, for others. So it doesn't really make sense to talk about it if not everyone is on the same page or similar beliefs. So y'all just talk amongst yourselves, y'all have fun. And if I see something that I want to chime in on, I'll be observant. All right, I'll see y'all later.